Now you see, today's class we are dealing with biomolecules. Okay, now biomolecules, in our previous chapter we had done the major polysaccharides. Now today you see we are dealing with amino acids. Okay, now you can easily see here, you see we have 20 amino acids. Okay, now 20 amino acids, that is what we require for protein synthesis. 20 amino acids, and here and again we have 100 amino acids that are required but do not require for protein synthesis. That means what? That is not required. Okay, so what are the main? We have seen only 20 of them, 20 of the amino acid that is required for protein synthesis. Now one of the example is histamine, that is a non-essential one. Now on the basis of function, we can see here. Now if we see, this is a diagram of not a diagram, it is a structural formula of a amino acid. Now we see, we consider it to be as a methane derivative. Now what you see, one carbon atom is there, one NH2, this is the amino group that forms the amino acid, and here we have one carboxyl group, and this is R and this. So this is basically a normal structure of a amino acid. Now on the basis of this, you see we have like this. See, for example, this is the amino group, this is the carboxylic group. That means this is acidic, this is basic. So if we have 1 to 1, one amino and one carboxylic group, we call it as a neutral amino acid. Example is glycine, is an example of that. Now another we see, we have more than one. See, this NH2 group, we have more than one. So here, if more than one is there, we call it as a basic amino acid. And if this portion, see, carboxylic portion is more, so we call it as an acidic amino acid. Now you see, example of basic is alanine, alginine, these are all example of basic. And acidic is, see, glutamic, aspartic acid, like that. Now on the basis of function, we have categorized into, you see, essential amino acids, and here it is non-essential amino acids. Now what are essential amino acids? See, essential amino acids are very important and they are required in our diet. Why? Because we cannot synthesize it. This essential amino acid cannot be synthesized in our body. Example is tryptophan and phenylalanine. Okay. And now you see the non-essential amino acid. Now non-essential amino acid is, they can be synthesized by our body and it is not essential to take them in the diet, so it is known as non-essential acid. An example is glutamic acid and aspartic acid. Okay. Now you see, a third category has also been categorized. Now this third category is known as semi-essential. Semi-essential, that means what? They are only, you see, they are only required during a specific period. During a specific period we require this, for example during growth and lactation, and that is known as histamine. So this was a gross idea of protein. You see, it is an amino acid. We have 20 amino acid that is required for protein synthesis. We have 100 amino acid that are required, but they are not required for protein synthesis. Now if you see this molecule of amino acid, basically it is a methane derivative. We have carbon atom in the center, a carbon atom in the center, and we have one side COOH, this is the carboxylic group. Then here we have the NH2, this derives the amino group, and here this is R. Now if we find R means anything, it can be a long chain. Okay, and here you see, if acidic NH2 is more, so that means it is basic amino acid, NH2, amino group, that is basic. So 1 to 1, one amino and number of amino acid equals to number of carboxylic acid, we call it as a neutral one. If number of amino acid is more, NH2 group is more, we call it as a basic. Okay, example is alanine, alginine, like that. And if the carboxylic section is more, we call it as a acidic amino acid. Now you see, if you can focus here, we have this molecule carbon, NH2COH, and this is R. Okay, so if R and another one molecule C, NH2COH, this again R, and another one, that means we have 3 amino acids. Now if you can focus here, the first one, you see this R is replaced by H. So if this R is replaced by H, now if H get attached to it, we call it as a simple amino acid and we call it as a glycine. Glycine, it's an amino acid. Now you see, we have one CH2 and one COOH. That means 1:1. Okay, so if we have 1:1, we call it as a neutral. It is a neutral one. Now here in the second case, you see, again you have one carbon here and this R, you know, it's replaced by NH2. Now in this molecule, we have 2 NH2 group attached to it, 1 carboxylic acid. So we have amino group is more than the carboxylic group. So here we have a basic one. Okay, example is alanine. And you know, in the third category, you see, here we have R is again replaced by COOH. COOH, this portion. So here we have 2 carboxylic group. That means here we have it like this. So obviously this is acidic in nature and this is known as serine. Now you see, as in case of carbohydrate, we saw that one molecule of glucose is joined to the other molecule of glucose through a glycosidic bond, and here in case of amino acid, one amino acid is linked to the other by a peptide bond, and when we have a long chain, we call it as a polypeptide bond. Now here you see here H, C, NH2 and again COOH. If you see up to here, this is one protein amino acid molecule, and another you see it is little NH2. This is the amino group. You see, this is the amino group out here. This is this and this R here. So one H of this amino and one OH of this hydroxyl molecule, they form a bond. And this molecule is joined together, and this, you know, this will go out, H2O. So this is again a dehydration reaction, and this is how a polypeptide bond is formed. So in our next class, we'll take up specific amino acids. So here you see, these are all simple amino acids. This position of the R, that is R if replaced by H, simple. This is the molecule, 1:1 ratio, it is neutral. Example, glycine. Here again this R is replaced by NH2, that means 2 NH2, so it is ratio is 2:1. So obviously the amino group is more than the carboxylic, so it is basic. And in the third case, you see, this we have 2 carboxylic group, 1 NH2, and here it is replaced, so this is an acidic one, and the peptide bond formation between H and OH, replacement of this, and this is called a hydrogen